Welcome to BMBBH News with KF. News without the WS.
There was a new turn today in the case of this late Tuskegee Airman from Chicago who was fleeced by his niece.
Fleeced by his niece? Like, who is she, Dr. Seuss? Well, anyway, let's look at the definition of fleece, or fleeced, or fleecing. Obtain a great deal of money from someone, typically by overcharging or swindling them. Okay, now we have context.
A former top Cook County judge. The state's attorney's office is now looking at a criminal contempt case against retired Judge Patricia Martin.
CBS 2 is always investigating, and our Chris Ty broke this story. Tonight, he has the latest on her legal play to avoid paying her uncle's estate more than $1 million.
Yeah, y'all gonna love this reasoning. Listen up.
To tell the truth, I was doing that because I wanted to fly.
5 months before Oscar Wilkerson died, the Tuskegee Airman, who lived his final days at this South Suburban retirement center, sued his niece, retired Judge Patricia Martin, for stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from him, converting it into cryptocurrency that she held in her own name and over which she maintained exclusive control. Due to her continued unresponsiveness to court hearings and orders, a judge ordered Martin to pay 3 times that dollar figure, $1.1 million, to his estate. But now Judge Martin's arguing she shouldn't have to pay since Wilkerson's now dead.
Told you.
The plaintiff's death, her lawyer writes, suspends the court's jurisdiction in this matter.
They're making a technical argument. Frankly, it may have merit that because the plaintiff died while this proceeding was pending, there is no proper plaintiff. And if there's no proper plaintiff, the lawsuit can't proceed.
CBS 2 legal analyst Irv Miller thinks this is a stall tactic, as just this week Martin admitted to the state Supreme Court that in this case the evidence would clearly and convincingly establish the facts and conclusions of misconduct. But in civil court Thursday, we learned the Cook County State's Attorney's Office now plans to bring a criminal contempt case against Martin.
For someone like that to commit a crime against a senior citizen with thousands and thousands of dollars at stake, those are what we call aggravating factors that a judge would consider in imposing a sentence if, in fact, she's ever accused of this crime.
Friends of Wilkerson tell CBS 2 they're disgusted.
We all know the judges aren't broke. They make good money. So why would she steal from a retired Tuskegee Airman?
Because no matter if it's a family member or a friend or an acquaintance, some people are just low down, greedy, and entitled. Not many things are worse than when someone steals from you or the betrayal of someone close, or maybe except both. Some people just don't give a crap, obviously. Older, wiser people have taught me a great many things. Let me tell you 2 things I was told. One was about people. You know, older, wiser people used to say, if they did it to Jesus Christ, what do you think they would do to you? And in saying that, that gave me a better grip on reality. The other was about family. And they said, some people believe they are just owed something just because they're your family. With that being said, this egregious act was done to a Tuskegee Airman. Oscar Wilkerson, a pillar of our history in Black America, a black man who was on the right side of history by another black person, a black woman, his family member, his niece, an accomplished black woman in her own right, a Cook County judge who sat at the bench for 24 years, presiding in court over citizens lawfully deciding for others the difference between right and wrong. Sad irony, ain't it? Also lets you know that trust is a hard thing to come by. I wonder what former Judge Patricia Martin's campaign was like when she got elected. Did she play the race card Did she do the ain't I a woman speech? Both? Or maybe the most obvious and easy one. My uncle was a Tuskegee Airman. It wouldn't surprise me at all with that level of character she's displayed. And all that she accomplished in her life, and she still wasn't satisfied. It was his life savings. That shit's heartbreaking. Think about it. Before he discovered what she was doing to him behind his back, I bet he held her in the highest regard. I mean, she was a judge, elected by the people. I bet you many, many times he bragged on her, which also must have tripled his disappointment when he found out what she was doing to him. She didn't even show up for court, which is funny because how many people did she punish for not showing up to court? Now she's trying to wiggle her way out of accountability. Figures, accountability in women, like oil and water. So if her uncle is dead, why should she pay anything if there's no one to pay? And now the courts are seeking criminal liability, and I agree with that. She needs to go to jail for this. She stole from an American hero, a black man, another black person. So salute Oscar Wilkerson. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. And remember, if they will hug white women who kill black men in the courthouse, they will steal from you. This is Kev. This is BMBBH News. News without the WS. Till the next story.